the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. We'll get to see Ricky Rubio on the court tonight. The guy can be a magician with the basketball. One of the most exciting passers in the league. Guys both past and present. Who are some of the players who were the most fun to watch pass the basketball? Shaq?
Well, I played with one of them in Miami. Helped me get a championship. Jason White Chocolate Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I went to school where another one went to school. Pistol Pete Maravich was also very fabulous. But last one, Ernie, Steve Nash. Played with him in Phoenix also, those three guys.
You reckon there were any times, Shaq, in practice that you got, you just didn't see a pass coming?
Oh, no.
Took it right in the nose? Oh, come on. I'm sure you did. Everybody's done that.
No, Ernie.
No. But not the answer I thought I'd get from him, Kenny.
Well, I hate to say this. You can't mention these two guys in the same name with Rubio, but Magic Johnson.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Magic Johnson is the guy. He's the guy who made the no-look pass.
Did you just mention Rubio and Magic on the same list?
I said I can't do that.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. Okay.
But Rubio's really good.
No, he's good.
But he's no Magic Johnson.
He's no Magic Johnson.
But he's pretty good.
Really good.
I'll leave it there.
And I'm with you on Pistol. He was the best.
He was the man.
It was great. That'll do it for us for here for now. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Utah, downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of the Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
And seeing where Utah is, they haven't been the kind of fierce competitors here in the early season that they were just last year. Not even close. Could this be a team about to take a giant step backward?
It might be a little bit early to make that kind of declaration, but one big hot streak, they'll be right back on top.
Bucking the fast-paced trend, both teams tonight like to score out of their half-court sets. Doris, what are some of the keys to being successful with that approach?
Well, there's a few things, Kev. You've got to have great floor spacing. The ball has got to move, and players have got to move. It's got to be an equal opportunity offense.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Grant is out there with Levine, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Grant outside. Levine dishes to Holiday. Markkanen in the corner. No good on the triple. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart. Well, he doesn't quit on that play. Just stays with it and gets some easy points on the putback. That's nice.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, Well, we know this about Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. He has a wide range of coaching experience, right? He's coached at the college level, in the minors, over in Europe, and in today's game, I think that breadth of experience is invaluable.
Here's Favors. The rebound by Holiday.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
Lopez a screen, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Just a great job picking his spots, where to be aggressive. LaVine drawing fouls at a higher rate these days.
And you talk about that experience at different levels, Doris, different leagues. How does that help a coach like Quinn Snyder?
Well, Kev, we see the NBA game constantly evolving. In a lot of ways, it's becoming more like European basketball with the floor spacing and ball movement. So that experience can help him think outside the box.
Now here's Favors. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Well, I think at this point, he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Here's Grant. Now Holiday. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. No good from outside.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Rubio misses.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Markkanen can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Hood against LaVine. Hood, the pass to Rubio. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by LaVine.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is a crucial part of the defense for these guys.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by LaVine. Markkanen's got his first points of the night. Grant against Rubio. Feeds it to Favors. Shoots over Markkanen. Favors can't get it to go.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
LaVine for 3, drains it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 5 now.
That's a gorgeous-looking jumper. Elbow in, full extension on the release. Levine is deadly in catch and shoot.
Rubio against Grant. Pass to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Rubio kicks to Cephalosha. Left side Favors. Shoots over Markkanen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Now, here's Rubio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Favors kicks to Gobert. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 13. Rubio outside. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Cephalosha kicks to Favors. They set the pick. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in.
Boy, Favors has been efficient in the paint throughout his career. This guy is so crafty at getting excellent position.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Rubio right side. From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the catch and shoot game. Typically, Rubio's on the passing end of it. Not this time.
Grant kicks to Levine. Lopez a screen. Ball's knocked loose, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pulls up. And Utah again with the bucket.
I'll tell you, good or not, that isn't a shot they'll want him to take again.
Kick out to Levine. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Fast break, here we go. And here's Rubio. A 23-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. He kicks to Cephalosha. Has to Gobert. Here's Favors. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Levine with it. Favors picks him up. Levine dishes to Markkanen. Lopez a screen. Here's Levine. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Levine's got his third basket of the night.
Lopez simply so good, picking off a defender with a screen like that one.
And Rubio kicks to Sefolosha. Favors inside. That one, no good.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Shoots from 12. That one wide left.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
But on the wing, he's covered by Grant. On the wing, Sefolosha. Dishes it to Gobert. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Favors, again, Favors missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Grant the pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Gobert. Last break, here come the Jazz. Here's Favors. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle. He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Rubio dishes to Hood. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. Back to Sefolosha. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago leading by 8. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here is Holiday. Covered by Sefolosha. Screened by Grant. For 3, Levine. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his third rebound tonight. Hood kicks to Rubio. The feed to Hood. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Johnson comes in for Derek Favors. Joe Ingles is checked in for Sefolosha. And it's Burks in for Rodney Hood. Ingles can't get it to go. And for the Bulls, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. The dish to G. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, Chicago, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Well, it takes some guts to pull up from three-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
Here's Valentine following the three-pointer by Utah. There's a good screen. Pondexter, the pass to Mirotic. Valentine kicks to G. Shot from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's Utah's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Here's Udo. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Now it's just a three-point Bulls lead.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Here's Mirotic. Good on the three-point shot.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Rubio. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is too. How far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, so far they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
We've got Alec Burks. Joe Ingles is out there with Johnson. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Udoh in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Doris, you were born in New York, became the first female analyst to ever call a Knicks game. Talk about the emotions that night, having traveled that incredible journey.
You know, Kev, it was both magical and nerve-wracking. You know, I grew up a Knicks fan when there was a healthy Bernard King, and the league had absolutely nothing for him when he was doing work on the low post. QB Brown was an idol of mine, but it was also nerve-wracking to be the first woman to sit in Clyde Frazier's seat. It was sort of awe-inspiring and a ton of fun.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Clock at 6. In the corner, it's Pondexter. The tray. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
A steady screen set on that play, and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
The Jazz have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
Well, you think about how the Utah Jazz become one of the top defenses in the league. They don't gamble for steals or deflections. It's all about staying solid and controlling the paint.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now, and Rubio kicks to Udoh. Nice ball movement by Utah. Works for 3. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Jazz.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Rubio right side. Mirotic grabs the miss. And the Jazz giving up nothing easy inside.
Well, just tremendous length on the interior. It's like they can block shots without ever fouling, and they are able to control the defensive backboards.
Jazz trail by 12. Burks kicks to Rubio. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Rubio's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
G passes to Portis. Over to the left wing. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We look at the Celtics. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Chicago. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Yeah, they can't really afford to slip any farther down in the standings because, let's face it, they don't have the firepower to dig themselves out of too deep a hole once they're in it.
And the Bulls making a change here. Zipser's checked in. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. In third, the Jazz.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And Udoh with the stuff.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
G dishes to Mirotic. He feeds it to Valentine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Udoh picks one up. For Chicago, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 9. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. The pass to Rubio. He dishes it to Ingles. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. Yep, that one goes. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Johnson isn't just an outside shooter. This guy is a versatile, talented scorer in the paint.
G passes to Valentine. Here's G, covered by Rubio. Here's G. Rebound, Utah.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Johnson dishes to Rubio. Johnson the screen. From deep three-point range, that one misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch four and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Udoh. Jerebko comes in for Joe Johnson. Rodney Hood subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Burks. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Hood kicks to Ingles. Burks in the corner. Gobert with a screen for Burks. Floats one up. And the layup is good.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
Here's G. Goodbye, Hood. Bulls moving the ball around. Burks with the steal. Using his post move to get the 2 points. And now it's only a 5-point Chicago lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Zipser. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mirotic. The three-pointer, no good. Now, here's Burks. Kicks it to Jerebko. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Joe Ingles. Chicago also making some changes. Felicio's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dean comes in for Valentine. And it's done in for G. Hood with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Just 5 to shoot. With the putback. Gobert, great positioning on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Mirotic. He's got 11. Levine expanding his range. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jazz trail by 3. Now Sefolosha. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
So here's Burks. Pass to Gobert. From downtown, Alec Burks, and that's good. Burks has got it all tied up now for the Jams.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Dunn passes to Levine. Zipser. Burks covering. Now here's Dunn. He's guarded close. Sinks the three-pointer. 14 points for Nikola Mirotic.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Burks dishes to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Cephalosha kicks to Burks. But they recover it. Outside Hood. Jerebko the pass to Burks. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Cephalosha. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls leading by 3. And last year the Bulls, Greg, just didn't threaten anyone from outside.
I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injury. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Pondexter in for Paul Zipser. And here's Gobert. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Markkanen pulls it in. Feeds it to Dunn. Over to the wing. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 7.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Burks kicks to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Burks dishes to Jerebko. The 3 from Cephalosha. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. The Bulls leading by 4. This is it to Levine. Out to the wing. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now, here's Burks. He's got 7. Gobert the pass to Hood. With the floater, it doesn't go for him. And it's Chicago the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Markkanen can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Burks. They set the pick. Gobert the screen. Burks kicks to Hood. Gets it off, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so we wrap up the first half.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. When we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a nice 7-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they got a nice advantage in the free throw department. I wish I was a shooter. They've been the one taking the direct approach. They're driving the lane, being physical, and forcing the opposing D into tight spots. And that's got them a lot of points at the line and the lead.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
We welcome you back now to Salt Lake City with a breathtaking view of the layout of this beautiful town. And now the third quarter about to get going. You know, Mirotic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
I think, Greg, you love it when a role player is able to elevate their game. It makes every team better.
Chicago leading by 7. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Levine is out there with Grant. And it's Holiday and it's small forward.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
And Utah has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. 6 to shoot. Rubio in the corner. Here's Favors, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Here's Favors. He kicks it to Cephalosha. Gobert dishes to Hood. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Off the pick. Off the left rim and out.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
The Bulls leading by 9. Grant outside. Dishes it to Markkanen. Lopez left side. Holiday left side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Grant. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
It probably will be.
Time out.
The Jazz making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 6th in field goal percentage, 15th in rebounding. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. The Bulls leading by 12. The kick out to Holiday. LaVine wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. LaVine's got 16 points.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
There's the screen. Gobert the pass to Rubio. Lopez over to help. They get a hand on it and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I'll tell you, solid concentration from the big man. Derek Favors fights through the contact thanks to all of that strength in his upper body.
A different look for Utah. Udo comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Joe Ingles in for Rodney Hood. Chicago also making some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Markkanen, and it's Valentine in for Zach LaVine. Grant kicks to Holiday. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And guys, it was just announced last season that the Jazz had transferred the team's ownership to a legacy trust intended to keep the team in Utah for generations to come. Apparently, the move is a first of its kind in major North American pro sports.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Greg, you look at the Jazz, that legacy trust means that all profits are reinvested right back into the team.
I mean, a tremendous move, recognizing that the team belongs to Utah and the people of Salt Lake City. This is truly a community asset.
Favors with a screen on Grant. Taken away by Holiday. Portis in the post, covered by Rubio. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
2 shots, foul, 2 elbow, 2.
That one is off. And he's good on the second.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Udo dishes to Rubio. Over Grant. Some solid defense from Grant. Chicago leading by 15. The pass to Portis. Outside Holiday. The feed to Grant. Back to Holiday. Fires for 3. And the Bulls with another miss. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. G comes in for Grant. Ingles passes to Udo. The dish to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You have to appreciate Johnson's decision-making. He knows when to pull up, but he also knows when to slash to the cup.
Portis kicks to G. His 3-pointers off the mark. Jazz trail by 13. Puts it up from 12. Second shot opportunity. And good that time. 11 points for Derek Favors.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's G. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Mirotic kicks to G. Back to Mirotic. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Chicago. No good. And the foul called on G. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Paul Zipser, he's checked in for the Bulls. And And a regroup necessary. Timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Now, here's Ingles. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Utah, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Burks, he's checked in for the Jazz. Chicago with the ball. G kicks to Portis, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jazz trail by 10. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Udo. Johnson the screen. Udo dishes to Rubio. Johnson wide open. He fires. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Over to the left wing. Mirotic and the 3 off target.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Now here's Rubio. He has 5. Johnson the screen. 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, here's Udo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple. Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the 3. Nice.
And Rubio kicks to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Inside, got a piece of it. Here's G, covered by Rubio. G passes to Portis. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 9. Johnson attacking. Udo dishes to Rubio. Udo down low. Mirotic is there. Another shot, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
The Jazz shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Jerebko comes in for Joe Johnson. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for G. And off target that time from Zipser. The Jazz shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Burks kicks to Sefolosha. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Pass to Burks. Right wing. Feeds to Jerebko. Now here is Sefolosha. Defense right on him. Utah with a fresh 24.
And the offensive rebounding really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Burks, the pass to Jerebko. Udo kicks to Burks. Now here's Gobert. Not a lot of room. Here's Sefolosha. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Sefolosha's got 5.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Felicio with the bucket.
Well, Chris Dunn's passing ability was ready-made for the NBA.
Jazz trail by 7. Gobert the screen. Here's Burks. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And ran his man straight straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Jerebko can't get it to go.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Zipser's shot is off, and it's Utah's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. A shot by Burks, nobody around, and he's good on the 3-ball. Burks has got 5 points now this quarter, and the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Good checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Utah. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Mirotic. Justin Holiday comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Levine subbed in for Paul Zipser. And the jam by Levine.
I'll tell you, a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and Levine makes it look easy.
Rubio right side. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 7 points in the game.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
Yeah, I think they found a weakness in the D. Want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Hill and Hood in the backcourt. Gobert is out there with Jerebko, and it's Sefolosha in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. And Utah again with the bucket.
Oh, when he gets out into the open court, Rubio is a very tough cover.
Chicago trailing here. Grant kicks to Holiday. Kick out to Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. In transition, here come the Jazz. Got that bucket in no time at all.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
The Bulls shooting about 42% so far. Grant dishes to Markkanen. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Boy, he didn't get much separation, nor did he need it. He buries the 3.
Rubio, the pass to Jerebko. There's a good screen. Now here is Sefolosha, guarded by Holiday. Shot off the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stolen by Rubio. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the basket is good. Rubio's got 6 here in this quarter.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
Boy, you love the footwork of Levine, the ability to shift pace, tough cover on the drive.
Jazz have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. There's the pick. And Rubio kicks to Jerebko. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, outmuscling the defense.
Derek Favors checked in for Jerebko. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Lopez, he's checked in for Felicio. A free throw drops for Gobert.
And you look back early in his career, Rudy Gobert, he kind of clogged things up just as much at the offensive end as he did defensively. And I tell you what, though, he's made significant strides, becoming much less of a liability on offense.
Now, here's Rubio. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Right side Favors. There's a screen. Here's Gobert, and it's sent back by Lopez. Grant dishes to LaVine. Finished off the break. LaVine's got 22 points.
Well, bit by bit, Zach is becoming physically tougher, which makes you mentally tougher.
Rubio, the pass to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Favors. Shoots over Markkanen, and the shot falls short this time. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Holiday, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Outside Hood. And Gobert kicks to Cephalosha. Gobert, the screen. Launches a 3. Rubio misses.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Here's Grant, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a major renovation completed by the Jazz at the team's expense, over $110 million, Doris, to bring this 25-year-old facility up to date.
Well, everyone will benefit, right? New locker rooms for the players, better seating and suites for the fans, a new outdoor atrium that includes a solar roof. Even those who can't get into the game benefit. Large screens will broadcast the game to fans who are in the outdoor plaza. How cool is that?
Now here's Favors. Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks it to Grant. LaVine with it. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Such a big-time athlete. LaVine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Jazz trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the wing right side. Here's Favors. And he overshot that one, missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Now, here's Rubio. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. Rubio outside, and Gobert kicks to Hood. Gobert with a screen for Hood. Over LaVine, and with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hood.
Not easy to defend the height and size that Rodney Hood brings to the 2-guard position. The rise and fire in the face of pretty good defense.
Now here's LaVine. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Rubio against Grant. Here's LaVine. Count that bucket. LaVine's got 15 points here in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Favors with a screen on Grant. Out to Hood. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Grant kicks to Holiday. Outside, LaVine. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mirotic is checked in for Markkanen.
I'll tell you, 13th pick in the 2014 draft. LaVine still with plenty of upside.
Jazz trail by 4. Now Rubio. On the wing, Engel. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Hood against Levine from outside the arc. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Jazz on D. They trail by 1.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Hood with it, now defended by Grant. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Passes to Favors. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Derek Favors has always gotten a lot of credit for his defensive abilities, but to me, his offense has come such a long way since he came out of Georgia Tech.
And Favors a good post threat. Dorsey can hit that hook shot with either hand.
And the footwork serves him well in the pick and roll. Even when the help is there, this guy can maneuver and create his own shot around the rim.
That one drops. He ties it up.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Levine kicks to Lopez. Here's the break. Here's Hood. Finished off the break.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Bulls moving the ball around. Lopez a screen. Hood comes in with the double team. And Mirotic kicks to Holiday. And again, Chicago. No good. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pass to Favors. He kicks it to Gobert. And stolen by Mirotic.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Hood with it. Now defended by Grant. Hood kicks to Favors. At the top of the key, Gobert. Favors dishes to Gobert. Hood, the pass to Ingles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gobert kicks to Ingles, and the shot goes in. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Hood. Hood setting the pick for Rubio. Favors with the screen. From 17 feet out, Utah gets it back. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Nice open look, but it's no good.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
Mirotic's shot is off.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Levine dishes to Mirotic, and it's Grant in the corner to end the drought. Mirotic's shot is off.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Ingles in the corner, takes the 3, gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Jazz lead by 7.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Rubio against Grant. Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Out to Hood. From the line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
And so it's Utah with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate. And just be.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.